Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. Develop your own style. And I'm going to give a shout out. I don't know what his name is on YouTube, one of my subscribers, but he follows me on Instagram. Canary Quan for suggesting this topic, right? You know what, man? Because he was talking about how an OG player type told him, like, you get some cats, they'll see the dude who's getting all the pussy, right? And then they'll try to jack his style. They'll try to do his style to get his leftovers and shit. And I've seen that before. And this is a story I've told a few times because it's like one of those stories. I've told it a few times and I will probably tell it some more because it just illustrates so much. It's like one of those things, I might do some movies just, or some short films or stuff illustrating a lot of the stuff I'm talking about. That'd be hype, wouldn't it? But check it out, right? It was at Zanzibar in D.C., not when it was on the waterfront, but back in the day when it was like on G Street over there by the White House, right? And there was this tall dude who was getting all the attention, even from Ethiopian women. Anybody who know about Ethiopian women in the United States, they don't go outside their culture too much. You gotta be thorough as shit. But they were going crazy over this tall dude, right? He was tall, he was kind of slim, muscular and stuff, right? And he didn't really move, he would just stand there. And the thing is, he would wear like a black muscle t-shirt and just some slacks and just be chilling, right? Women going crazy. Check it out, the next week, a couple other dudes they had the exact same look. And they were trying to stand in the crowd, and women were just ignoring them. In fact, they moved around, was standing around, and they would move around to a different spot, stand there, still get ignored. They were looking around like, damn, how come nobody watching us? How come nobody trying to holler? And a friend of mine there said, look at them, they trying to get that style and everything, but they not like this dude. I'm gonna tell you what a woman told me. This is back when I was in college, right? This is one of the few times I follow someone else. This is why I don't. Because, like I said, I done experienced a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna say shit was perfect, so I had to learn too. But there was this one dude, he carried himself in a certain way, a certain style, right? And I was starting to do the same thing for a second. Not as far as clothing, but like how he spoke and everything, right? And this sister she grabbed me. She was like, hold up, bro. Look, you got your own shit. You don't need to do what that dude do. Shoot. And that's why I always say a lot of women have kept me out of trouble because they would grab me up and say, hold up, baby, you don't need to do that. And that's what she did, right? I'm going to tell you what. It's a funny thing. Hold up, you got to move this joint around. Hey, ladies. Any ladies watching, I got gray sweatpants on there. Y'all know what that means. Anyway, right? One of the things a lot of dudes do, they see somebody else is successful and they try to jack their style. Like, what question I get that annoys me, and I've told people who ask me this, they'll say, well, Ron, what would you say? What would you do? Right? What would you say to this woman? And it's not even a general thing. They want specific shit. And I tell them, you can't, because if we could say the exact same thing to a woman and still get two different outcomes. Because, like, and I've seen that. I've seen some people try to jack my style one way or the other. And I'm like, you can't really do that because my style works because it's me. See, part of the thing that works for me is if I'm not talking, people think I'm either a thug or dumb. Seriously. Or they think I'm just some regular street cat or something, don't know anything. And I don't take it as an issue. It just is what it is. I mean, I've had people who care for me say, Ron, and they tell me straight up, say, Ron, you look, when I first met you, I thought you were going to try to kill me or rob me. Now I just laugh because I just keep a serious face. So when I talk to somebody, I get ghetto about when I conversate, y'all know that ain't a word. When I have a conversation with a woman, right? When I have a conversation with a woman, it's always the same thing. She's surprised that I can like speak real intelligently on a topic. Now I can talk street, but I can also talk boardroom. I can do the levels, and actually that's part of my style too, is that I can switch up. BGS picked that up about me. He said, "Yeah, Rom, you be switching up." All right, but that's my style. Now somebody else couldn't do the same thing, because okay, say if I say hi to a woman, right? Just hi, just the word hi. Now when she gonna look, she gonna see somebody a certain height, certain race, complexion, certain speech intonation, and depending on what her vibration is, she's either gonna feel it or she not. So let's say she feels it. All right. So the next guy come along, he said, "Well, damn, all Rom said was hi." Right? And they'll try to do the same thing, and the woman's like, she's either not receptive or, she getting a phone out to call the police. And I was like, no, because it was a different thing. You can't do it like that. I could say hi, but that person to get over, they might have to have a full-blown conversation with her. And by the same token, that same person can go to another woman and just say hi and it's good. But I would have to, I'd have to pretty much promise my firstborn. At the end of the day, everybody can't follow another person. They can't follow another person. They can't think, okay, I see this dude doing this and they getting all these women, then I can get like they cast-offs or something if I do the same thing. Because, that was part of the thing. People think, oh, okay, he can't deal with all those women, so look, I'm going to do the same thing he did. And it don't work. It don't work. The only way it will work, I met one dude in my life who was built about the same, had the same complexion, because we were working on this job together, and some people actually mistaked him for me. They would continuously mistake us for each other. That's the only person who could come close to doing what I do, and even then, he had a different style. He ain't try to say, oh, I'm going to be like Rom. Shoot, he had his own thing. And so sometimes people see that. I mean, that's a big reason why tattoos are really so popular. Or dudes say, well, all women want these guys with tattoos. It was like, no. They might want you like with nothing on your skin. And a lot of women say that. Now, if you get a tattoo, get it for yourself if it's really, truly a part of your style. Because I still might get a style. I might, for people who know what the term means, a Gianyame symbol on me somewhere. And I got a cousin, lesbian cousin who does tattoos. Yeah, that's the one I got for any women who got a problem with me. My cousin will take your ass out. She love to fight. Anyway, right? If I did it, but it'd be just for that. But even then, that would be a part of Rom's style because it means something to me. Now, if somebody see it, let's say hypothetically, I get a Gianyame symbol on my arm, people see it, and or some women see it and stuff, and they going crazy. It'll be stupid for somebody to say, well, Rom wearing that symbol, he getting played, therefore I should wear that symbol, I can get the same type of play. It's not going to work. It ain't going to mean anything. First of all, if I wear any type of symbol, that's because it's something intrinsic to my soul. And for those who don't know, some symbol like that I would wear because the meaning is fear. Well, I mean the general meaning. It's like a long ass meaning, but the general meaning is like fear none but God, or there's only God, or God is omnipotent. That's just me. Like nothing's bigger than God. I mean, it's like I said, it's a longer meaning, but but that means something to me and how I carry myself. It wouldn't mean something to the next person, because you do have a lot of people, they see what somebody else is doing, and then you get some people talking about, well, we're reverse engineered, or we saw this work for the other person. Yeah, that motherfucker on some Batman shit, driving a 3-wheeler and shit with like some helmet with some horns on it, man. Damn, I wish I could have showed that to you. That shit look hype though, for real. Look like he about to go stop a crime and shit. Anyway, right? You can't really do it. I'm gonna tell you what, every single man, like you can listen to these videos, you can go to seminars, you can read books, but ultimately that's some general shit. You still gotta have your style. You gotta have your own style of jumper. Like because this is something I kind of talked about before. I mean, this stuff gonna bleed together. It's like when you play basketball. Everybody got their shot. Some people got to drive to the basket. Some people got a 3-pointer. Some people got that crossover or that pull up. You know, some people, their game is just putting back rebounds or something. You got to figure out what your style is and stick with it. And it got to be intrinsic to you. Because women can read. I'm going to tell you what. Because there's an erroneous belief that you can really lie to a woman. I'm going to just be honest with you. That's the worst thing a man can do is try to lie to a woman and be other than who you say you are. The best thing to always do with a woman is be totally authentic. Because a woman is reading more than just what the words are coming out your mouth. She's looking at your style. That's a woman's nature. See, women communicate on different levels. This Coldplay told me that the other day. Last week, by the time y'all see this video, right? This Coldplay told me that he was right. I agree. I agree with him. I was glad to hear from somebody else. Women be communicating on another level. So if you try to take somebody else's style or their look or whatever, it's not going to work for you. A woman can read right through it. Women read right through the shit anyway. That's why it's kind of stupid to lie to women. Women can read right through it because they reading your energy. And if you try to have some style, let's say you have some style to make you look like a bad boy or a thug or something, they still reading your energy if they ain't really you. You can't fool them. You can say whatever, but they looking at your energy. They looking at how you standing, how you holding your head, how you looking them in the eye, and they already know where you at. I mean, even with I got a lot of women who think that don't know nothing about my background. They meet me, they be like, yeah, he grew up in the hood. Even if I try to tell them no, they'd be like, yeah, Rom, you lying. Shit. I bet random women ask me if I get them some drugs and shit. But, yeah, we won't get into that. But the thing is, that's because they were reading my general energy. Trust me on that. So the best thing you can do is authentically develop your own shit. Don't follow somebody else. And you know what? It ain't going to be a case where you're going to get every woman, but nobody gets every woman. I did a video on this. Every man got his group, his tribe. You just need to figure out your style and stick with it. And then figure out which tribe is down for that shit. Because I'm going to tell you what, a lot more dudes out here can get play if they stop trying to fake like they somebody else other than themselves. Now even you can get ideas about a style by looking at somebody. Like say, oh yeah, I like that style they wearing. There's nothing wrong with that, but ultimately it got to be what fits you and what fits your personality. That way you're going to be comfortable with it. Like me, I'll never be comfortable with some skinny jeans. I don't care what the styles are. And I've seen some older people wearing the shit. I'm like, damn, dude, well, if that's you. And not wearing it because, they really like it, but they think, oh yeah, that's a style now. You got some people who do that. It don't work for them. Then you get some dude on some retro shit and women going crazy because the dude is wearing their own style. They try to do their own thing. They're not following the next man. Right? So, anyway, that's it for now, y'all. Y'all know where I'm headed to. I'm headed to the gym because, well, that's part of my style to stay, in general shape. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.